Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Aquarius for the week of April 27th. And at this time I would really like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there. Boy, in my last readings you knocked it out of the park. Thank you. And I would like to thank you again for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched, the comments that you have left. They were beautiful. It certainly made my week. Thank you, thank you. And giving my channel thumbs up, hitting the hype button. You definitely made my week, I'll tell you. That was so nice to see how many watched my videos and enjoyed them. Wow. Unexpected. Absolutely, but what a joy. All right. Ooh, starting out with the Knight of Cups. So, opportunity, new beginnings. It looks like some travel for some of you over a body of water of some sort. But it is really helping you to become much more peaceful as well. So, wow. Looks like there could be the beginning of a new relationship. You know, somebody coming in, save the day, more information, trying to help you because they actually like you. But you are really feeling more enthusiastic about this week, understanding things are really, the possibilities here are endless and you're accepting them. You don't do that very often, but you are really realizing how truly content you are right now. Look at the balance, Two of Pentacles. Very nice. So things in your life this week are just really going so much smoother for you. You know, people, places, and things, everything around you is just happening so easy. And everybody's willing to help everybody else, which helps you to calm down emotionally as well. So you're finding more balance in your life right now. And the Emperor, look at you sitting in your power, realizing the strength that it took to get where you're at. And you know, you've had your ups and downs, but you are now more focused on this week with those around that you care about, trying to help others. You've had an experience lately for some of you, and it really helped you to anchor yourself. Know what it is that you're trying to ask yourself going forward into the future, what your heart's desires are, and taking action on that. So you are really coming into more knowledge, what your expectations are for your own future, as well as those that you're around, like how they're doing, how their future's going as well. So definitely a stronger emotional side of you. And the Four of Rods. Nice. Happy home, happy life, get-togethers. It's like you really found people that are like-minded, people you get along with. This can be family, friends, relatives, neighbors. You know, you're just much more happy about life, more optimistic. Things are really starting to lighten up for you. And you don't say that one very often, but this week you are. You're feeling much more stronger, content, moving forward, understanding that this is really an opportunity. So this invitations, these get-togethers are precious to you. You can feel all the, you know, the love around you, the acceptance around you. So, wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, Seven of Swords, moving away from deceitful people that don't got the best interest at heart. You know, they've been lying to you, manipulating, trying to get their way. And you've known, you just never really, you know, but this is going to help you make a lot of different choices in your life going forward because you are seeing true colors here this week. So, you know, you're not hiding anything from yourself. You're doing a lot of admitting and correcting. So you're walking away from people like that. You know, they may think that you cannot handle things, you can handle so much. It's incredible. But you do it with such class. That's beautiful to see. 3 of Pentacles. All right. Looks like you're getting together with like-minded people. Somebody that can help you. This is definitely coming together. New beginnings, new opportunities. And you're ready for it. You put your finances in order. You've done your homework. You've checked into things. You didn't sit back on this. This is a new start in life again for you. And it doesn't matter how old you are. This is your time to not only answer the questions that you have had, you come together with people that are willing to help you. So this is teamwork, collaboration, learning, building something wonderful for your future. And now you're willing to own it, step into it, and begin. Look at that, 10 of Rods. So definitely moving away from things. Understanding what does and doesn't fit in your life. You're not putting everything on hold anymore. You're realizing something has changed within yourself. So you're willing now to walk away from things that you figured that you had to just keep, grinning, bearing, and going forward. But you're not doing that anymore. You're letting go of things that don't serve you. People, places, and things, laying down the burdens, the extra responsibilities, the hard work you put into things, and moving on to something much more delightful. So, wow. Queen of Rods. See? Yeah. Successful ventures, taking action, no regrets, no turning back. These are lucky beginning steps, bolder steps. You are really taking on that power of optimism that whatever you decide to do, you're all in and you will succeed at it because it's what you desire. So, woohoo! You're developing more courage within yourself than I think even you could have imagined. You're taking on that managerial stance in your life, like, I can do this, I can have that, I can, those sort of things, and you will make people around you see the strength within you. And that will change many things around you. And the 8 of Wands. Yeah, needing to make a decision though. You can't sit around and expect things to change if you're not willing to step into it. So this is, the universe and the cards asking you to, this is going to come in really fast, but it's going to also require you to take quick action. No longer sitting on the fence, questioning, beating this to death. You know what needs to be done. You need to get at it. So you're understanding that now and admitting it to yourself. And that itself is the biggest thing for you, is to not only know to do it, but to do it. And you're a little bit timid, which is understandable again, but now you can't just keep sitting on the fence with this. You need to take action. So, and this is what's required of you this week. Speedy action, movement, swift change. You manifested this, it's came into your life, but it's now requiring you to finish it. Like, take that next step. And you're a little bit timid, but you realize you need to. You can't keep giving yourself excuses. And the Star card. Yes. Moving forward, new opportunities, stepping into something much more lighter for yourself. Hope, calm, faith, renewal, spirituality, good fortune. Things are really starting to not only calm down, but come together much easier without all that stress, worry, and anxiety. Things are really starting to come towards you without you having to chase it. And the Queen of Swords. Yahoo! There you go. Standing your ground. Developing courage. Speaking your mind. You're not... If there's something you need to say to somebody, you're facing it. You're delivering the news. You're facing the truth, good or bad. You're not taking advantage of anything or anybody. You're speaking your mind. You're letting everyone know exactly how this is going to come out in the end. So you're keeping an open mind, but you're also following your path. Wow. Yeah. 7 of Rods. You've already made up your mind. And you're finally, not only have made up your mind, but taking action on it. And you stand in your ground. You're stronger. You're more determined. You realize what it takes to follow through on something. So you're not backing down away from this. You've already made up your mind. You have the strength, determination, and forward thought to do it. Page of Cups. Very nice. Happy news coming in. You know, good news. This looks like it can be in the form of a new family member. Romance for some of you is coming in, like an invitation, you know, good together. Somebody coming in to tell you, oh, you know, this is how I really feel about you, that sort of thing. This is more truth coming in for you. There's friendships, there's spark, there's romance, there's rebirth. Things are really feeling more, not optimistic, but dreamy for you. So good. You know, you finally have enough courage within yourself to approach people and things as well. And the Justice, that's okay. You know, cause and effect. This could be a legal document. Maybe you've been waiting to file some paperwork and it's finally come through. You know, this is clarity, equalness, balance. And you know, when you decide to do something or get papers signed, now that can be legal contracts of some sort. Maybe you're, for some of you, purchasing a home and you have somebody who's, you know, purchasing it with you, but you guys are signing a document on the side saying, you know, we're going to do this for the next, 5 years, we'll say. And at that time, I'll go my way, they'll go their way, and the house stays with me. Those sort of things. But you are really stepping into your power with this. And the 3 of Cups, look at the celebration, get together, invitation. You're really getting together and celebrating something with people that you care about and who care about you. You're feeling so surrounded by happiness, love, fulfillment, achievements. Wow. This can be an invitation to a wedding, birthday, graduation. There is so many things to celebrate in life out there. And this is you getting together with people that really get you for who you are, what you bring. They're celebrating you as well. Just happy to be around you, to celebrate that, life is much more happier than what you have had recently. And the Queen of Cups. Nice. Sitting back, relaxing, enjoying life. This is growth, romance, following your intuition. You're developing much more bonds with family and friends as well. And you're feeling much more wiser in some choices that you've made recently. This is thinking with your heart, as well as your mind, but you're moving forward on something much more comfortable, at ease. Your things are really starting to move towards you, and you're accepting. You're knowing it's not charity, it's earned. So it helps you to calm down and see what's coming in for you next. Oh, 9 of Pentacles. Self-reliance, independence, your inner strength. You feel so much more okay with the world around you right now. Things are really feeling more independent. You can take care of yourself. If you're financially doing okay, you've asked yourself, do I really need anything else? And it looks like you don't. You're quite comfortable in your own right going forward here. So, wow. You really found yourself this week. Not only your inner strength, but what it takes to accomplish something, a dream of yours. It looks like there's a lot of celebrating going on around you. You know, some new children coming into the family as well. So, wow. And the Four of Swords. So, needing a time out. Take a relaxation. Maybe you've been feeling a little bit under the weather. So, you're healing. So, you're relaxed, sitting back a little bit, understanding that you need to take care of your health because it's your wealth, and allowing it, not overdoing things right now. Just sitting back a little bit, letting things happen much more calmly in your life. Perhaps some of you have been taking care of somebody else who has been a little bit ill, and it just sort of wore you down. So now you're taking that time out, just going within, relaxing, enjoying your life, enjoying your week, and calming down, healing your inner soul as well. So that's nice to see for you, because you don't normally do that very often, especially when it comes to family or people you care about, you know. But it looks like you need to take care of you first this week. All right, and your oracle card. Nice. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards. Success and public recognition. Beautiful. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.